Hello YouTube! The last few spearfishing episodes were murky, but I think the sea is slowly getting better visibility. In today's video you'll see a couple of catches from the second half of July. As always, there are plenty of baby sea basses everywhere you turn, so let's let them grow because the bluefish are devastating them recently. I ambushed here and the visibility was around 7 to 8 meters and I was hoping for some bigger sea bass to approach. That's about the minimum visibility I need to be able to spearfish without missing something. Not sure if this was the same sea bass as before, but I kinda messed around with it. Next off, a shoal of decent sized golden mullet swam right in front of my spear gun while I was doing my surface interval. Despite the perfect opportunity, I still don't know how I managed to miss that shot, but it's just a mullet and they'll come again. I sneaked next to the coast and this mullet looked so huge I wanted to shoot it at first. Turns out it was just fat and pretty short, so I'm glad I left it swim. A few meters further I saw a salpa shoal shining, and as the sun was behind my back I went for it immediately. You can only use your hands to pull yourself closer without touching the bottom or using your fins. They didn't even see me and I thought I missed at first, but the hit salpa went straight at me. I found this artillery projectile from World War I times probably, and I'm not sure if this can explode or not. Anyway, do you think I should report this to the police? Tell me in the comments below. Another shoal of decent golden mullets, but this time I managed to hit one. The hit was a bit high, but thankfully it didn't tear off. I saw two huge bluefish chasing smaller fish before this dive, so I ambushed and hoped they will come again. They didn't came, of course, and I ambushed about 20 meters further into the direction I saw them last. The sand bottom is also pretty scarce with all fish species, so I saw nothing. Another ambush for gilt-head sea breams, and look at those tiny shell crabs.
Wait for me, bro, I'm climbing up any moment now.
I'm out of here, bro.
In this dive I broke the rule and dove straight into the sunlight, but this rock on the right saved me. The shoal of big mullets with sargo bream came at me and I immediately went for sargo because I don't see it every day. The hit was perfect and I was really happy about this catch. This salpa came at me while I was resting next to the shore and I didn't even have enough time to turn on the camera. The hit was almost in the middle, so I knew it's not going anywhere and it fought until the end. Some people have a lot to say against salpas, but it's a vegetarian sparid and if you remove the guts right away, it's a totally valid fish. Some more sneaking around here, as I've already caught from like huge sea basses to gilt-head sea breams here, but this time I saw nothing. You can see the god almost designed this bottom structure for sneaking with rocks and all that. I haven't shown much trash in the last video, I think, but they are still getting thrown into the sea on the regular basis. It's pretty sad that some rednecks, and I assume it's mostly teenagers drinking at night, think it's cool to throw all that into the sea. A few moments later I saw a lot of fish movement, and that usually means there is something bigger close by. The shoal of pretty big mullets came by and I managed to hit one. Wasn't sure if the hit was good, so walked the dog a bit, and it turns out I've hit it in its tail pretty high, but it was all fine. As with salpas and all ground-fed fish, make sure to remove their guts immediately to prevent bad taste. I ambushed under my famous Salpa rock, and guess which shoal I saw? I tried to get close, but they figured out something was off and started moving away. They were at the peak range, like 4 meters away, and I decided I'm gonna try to hit one of the bigger ones, and I actually did. The hit was pretty bad in the tail actually, but it didn't tear off, so all good. Of course, I didn't forget to open it up if you thought of that. Another ambush on this steep terrain, and that's the same spot I saw that huge blue water mullet in the last video, but this time it was all silent. Some more sneaking action here, and I didn't see it at first, but there was a decent salpa shoal there, and after aligning the gun I hit one perfectly. Shots like that are perfect because the fish is secured and ready to dispatch. At the end, the 2 bluefish I saw earlier came by again, and I dived down and let myself sink. I aimed for the bigger one, but they moved a bit and I hit the second one in the head. This is my biggest bluefish ever, and you know they usually put up quite a fight, but this time it was all over very fast. It's a nice feeling when you can grab a unit like this by its tail. It was so big I had to later tie it to my buoy because I couldn't swim comfortably. That's all for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe as it helps the algorithm and ensures you won't miss out on the future content. Thanks for watching and stay safe while diving.